welcome back to Ironclad RC. I promised a couple of my subscribers that I would do a prop modification video. They want me to do a balancing video, but I'm not going to do a balancing video. I'll kind of go over that with you, but I've got three identical propellers right here. These are the sonicwake stock propellers, all three of them, stainless steel CNC propellers. This one is a stock propeller, just like straight off the boat, hadn't even balanced it yet. We're going to do a balancing video here shortly with that propeller. These two I've balanced and sharpened, okay? This one I've actually modified. The tips rolled. We're going to actually do a little bit of cupping in this video on this guy right here. So we got a stock propeller, a balanced and sharpened propeller, and then we're going to have a modified propeller. We're going to put all three of them on the boat with the big boy battery, that big brick battery, with the GPS, and we're going to test all three of them and basically see which one has the best handling characteristics or best speed, I guess. So stick around. Big B here with Ironclad RC. I think this would be the best ticket. You guys can actually see the performance gain or performance sag from propeller to propeller. Like I said, this is the stock propeller. I have not touched it at all. I actually just hit like right here to get it balanced. Okay, it's perfectly balanced. I just basically knocked a little bit of material off just to get it balanced perfect. This propeller right here, I've actually thinned out. This one I've thinned out. You can see I've done some work to it and got it balanced up. Not really polished it, just kind of thinned it and hit it with some like emery cloth to you know, knock the burrs and stuff off of it. This prop right here, the balanced and sharpened propeller, when you sharpen a prop, it actually leaves like a little, you see that right there? You see how it's like kind of like got like a little burr around the edge? I like to leave that little burr on there whenever I sharpen my props. It's actually really sharp, but I've actually noticed that you get a little bit more performance if you leave that little burr right there from sharpening and balancing it. Alright, so this one I've actually rolled the tips on it. Alright, you guys see the tip of it's rolled over. Alright, on both sides I got them even, and I've actually started, okay, so look at it compared to the stock, like a balanced propeller. You guys could see the difference in the tip. I've actually already started to, I didn't really cup the edge of the blade. Like, I didn't really cup the edge. I was actually like cupping the whole blade itself. Okay, I was using this ball bearing in my vise. I actually, on my vise, I got these little dimples. I took like a round diamond bit, put it in my vise, turned it on, and kind of cranked the vise down while it was moving, and I got these little dimples on both sides of my vise so I could put a ball bearing in there. Okay, I'll give you the size of the ball bearing here if you guys want to try this. Okay, so 17.5 millimeter ball bearing. It works pretty good. You can use other sizes, but this is what I'm using. I've actually taken this punch, this drift right here, and actually rounded this drift, the end of it, okay, the very end of it, for my smaller propellers. I cupped the edges of this propeller in one of my old series, and I actually used this little punch right here to get close to the hub. That's how I learned not to actually cup the hub part of the propeller, just to cup basically the middle section of the propeller. Okay, so you could use a ball bearing or, you know, something of that nature. Put that in your vise like that right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm using a mallet, a rubber mallet. All right, one side's like kind of a softer side, one side's harder. I use a mallet so I don't get dimples in the front side of my propeller. Okay, I used to use a steel mallet, like a ball peen hammer, and you guys can see it leaves like little dimples in the blade. Okay, it leaves little dimples in the blade. So I've actually started using this rubber mallet for my cupping. Now, Mad Lizard actually, he cupped, and I did too on my propeller. I actually cupped the very, very, very like outer millimeter of the propeller. Okay, and it looks like Mad Lizard kind of did too. All right, on his modified propeller, you can see where he's cupped just the outer edge. On this propeller, I'm actually going to do like the whole. Well, you guys can kind of see where it's been cupped at. All right, so this is the stock propeller, and you can see my propeller. I actually started cupping it. The ball bearing, I'm running it on the ball bearing about right here instead of like right on the very edge, and like trying to get it like in here, the ball bearing in here. Okay, start rolling the blade out from like here out. All right, so I'll show you how I do it. I've already done most of it. There's a little place I need to hit on one of the blades. Let's see. Okay, it's this. So you basically put it on your ball bearing. Okay, you kind of see how it's sitting on there. You see where the ball bearing's touching the blade. All right, and what I like to do is put the ball bearing where I want my bend at, and then you just kind of hit it on the outer edge. Don't tap it on the inside edge of the propeller. Hit it on the outside trailing edge. So with this rubber mallet, you probably have to do it 2 or 3 times to actually see what you've done there, because this is a stainless steel propeller. With a beryllium propeller, you could basically hit it a few times and you'll actually see what you've done. Now with the stainless steel propeller, it's a little more like a little harder material, so you actually have to hit it harder or tap it light several times, and I like to tap it light several times. Just gonna tap it on this outside leading edge and roll it, and like keep the blade moving. Don't just tap it in one place. Tap it on this outside edge, roll the propeller as I'm tapping. Go as fast as you can, little taps. Check it out, look at it. Okay, so you guys probably can't really see what's going on with it, but it's actually, I can see it. I can see it's rolling that edge over. I use the reflection to judge my work. Okay, you guys can see the reflection in the propeller, and then I roll it over to the other side, try to get that reflection the same on both sides. You guys see that? See how the light's hitting it? It looks pretty good. I've noticed that with my modifications in the past that you don't want to roll, you don't want to cup like from here to here. You don't really want to cup that part, because that's what's actually scooping, like cutting the water first. So you don't want to cup any of this, like the that first quarter of the propeller blade. I've noticed that if you cup from like here to here, it gives you the best performance. And what I like to do, I've got this this is like from a steering linkage on from a 1-to-1 boat. It's the steering like push-pull rod. It's got stainless steel rod hooked up to this 3/16 shaft that I just threw a drive dog on. It almost looks like a wire drive, but it's not. And I just as I cup the blade, I'll spin it and look at it, try to stop it in the same area, use my finger as a stop where my fingernail's at, put my fingernail on the blade, stop it there, look at it, look at the shape, turn it, stop it at the same place, look at the blade, see that one right there actually looks like I need to roll this side over a little bit more. So I'm gonna roll it around again. See how that one looks like it's rolled over more, Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this side now. Before you do any of these type of modifications, you got to make sure your propeller is balanced first. Throw it on your balancer, make sure it's balanced. Don't modify the prop and then go to balance it. Okay, you balance it first and then modify it. Alright, so I use the edge of my hammer, you know, and just kind of tap it in. Full disclosure, I don't know if this is going to add performance or take away performance. So, you know, whenever you're modifying a propeller, it's a guessing game until you kind of get the hang of it, you know. Make sure see how I rolled these tips? I'll show you how I did that. On my desk right here, it's wood, it's a hard wood. So, you know, after it's all balanced and everything, I just took and put pressure on my blade, okay, with my thumb, and both tips I made sure I did it the same on both sides. What I did was I put pressure on the blade where I wanted the bend to stop at, and I just like put pressure on it and drug it across that wood. Alright, it didn't scar up the back of my propeller, and it'll actually roll that tip over for you. You see what I'm saying? I did it on the same on both sides. Pushed it down, rolled the tip over. You guys see how it's rolled over? Alright, so if I have enough battery, I'll actually try out Ryan's prop in this video as well, but Ryan's prop's a little bit bigger. It's got more blade area. It wouldn't be a comparison to these props. These props are much different, you know. So I think I got that prop right. See that one right there looks a little bit different. See how this one's got more of an angle, more of a roll on the leading edge. It has more of a rollover on the leading edge. This one right here looks like it's got more of a roll on the trailing edge. So let's see if I can fix that. So I just took it on my desk here, and we'll try to roll the trailing edge, not the leading edge, so it matches up. A little bit of pressure. Yeah, do it small, minute, very minute at a time, you know, like trying to bend it. Very minute bends and taps to try to match it up. I hope that's not too much of a rollover. So when you roll the tips, that should throw the water in a tighter cone. Okay, normally the water would spill off that tip and throw like a big wide rooster tail. When you roll your tips over, it should throw like a little bit tighter thrust cone. So let's try the stock propeller here. Yep, so that blade right there is a little bit heavy. I should take a little bit off, but that's close enough. Balance propeller real quick. Make sure it's balanced, because there's no point in doing the video if it's not balanced. If it isn't balanced, we're going to get it balanced. When it's this close, it's so hard to get it balanced. Hard to pick which blade you need to work on. Okay, so I think it's this one. Alright, so what I use is emery cloth. It don't really even have a grit to it. It's like a 2000 grit. J135E. It's an old emery cloth. I've got a bunch of it, but I just to polish up my propeller, instead of using my Dremel, which I should use my Dremel. It's right here, I got it in my hand, but I'm gonna use this emery cloth because this is what I normally do. Make sure it's balanced. so it's this side. Alright, so I'll just take this emery cloth and go over the whole blade, knock off all the old sanded marks, you know. And this right here will polish and remove material little by little until you can get the propeller balanced. See that? Basically just balanced it with that little bit of polishing. Nope. It's gonna be a long video, you guys. That's why I don't make prop videos. They're so long, tedious, and boring. I'm trying to balance it, and I got my whole prop finished, and it's quite a bit I need to take off. I'll use my little file on the very edge. I like to drag my file this way so it kind of puts that burr on the outside. Then I'll hit that edge where I roughed it up with that file with some sandpaper, like 220. Knocked the little scratches off of it, little burrs on that little spot I was working on. Alright, then I hit that with the emery cloth. Then you could buff it after this, but see how I knocked it off? See that? Where I filed it? Thing's sharp, boys. Just cut myself. Look at that. So she should be balanced. Yep. Alright, so let's take it to the pond. Let's take her to the pond. Let's see what happens. Modified, balanced, stock. Alright. Figured this would be the best way to test it, because you know, I could show you how to roll over the leading edge and trailing edge and all that, but you know, and be done with it. But you know, I guess I could show you what they do, and y'all can judge for yourself if it's a modification that you would like to try. So let's get it. I've actually got the big battery pack in the boat. I figured that would give me enough milliamp, enough run time at the same voltage or whatnot to try all three props to get a good control. I'm going to try the stock propeller first. I actually had a bad freaking day today. I drove my dump truck down here because I had some estimates to do, and I didn't tighten my hatch down on my freaking boat. It was in the back of my truck, and yeah, I went and retraced my steps and found my hatch. Somebody had run it over, I guess. So I'm using my V1 hatch today. I'm gonna have to order another black hatch. That kind of freaking sucks. I was lucky I even had a second hatch. So let's throw on the stock propeller. Gonna, you know, test all of them the same. I've got the GPS zeroed out here. All things the same, hopefully. All right, so let's get it. Let's get it. Alright, got the stock propeller on. Turn the boat on. GPS is zeroed out. Big battery pack. Stock propeller. I'm gonna do, let's see. maybe 2 runs back and forth. All right. All right, that's 1 pass. All right, now do 1 more pass. Full trigger. Try to give it the same amount, same distance and everything for each propeller. Stock propeller, all right? I hope you guys like this video, man. I took a lot of time to make it, you know. Freaking had to go get my hatch. I hope you guys like it. If you do like the video, hit the like button, you know. So let's check it out. I got 2 decent passes, full trigger on both of them. Do the same on all the props. 56 with the stock propeller. Yeah, 56. Damn, that's pretty freaking good. Stock propeller, no balancing, no nothing. It's gonna be hard to beat. Record. All right, balanced and thinned propeller. This propeller has been thinned out and balanced, polished. Curious to see if there's going to be any kind of performance gain. Balanced and sharpened. You're going to do 2 runs like I did a while ago. Get full trigger, same pull on both propellers. Full trigger on that. That white hatch don't look too bad. Might have to get a Dark Side Studios wrap now. Full trigger. Can actually see a freaking difference in the way the boat's coming out of the water, you know. All right, let's see what we got for that one. I almost wanted to go around again, but I got to keep some battery for the modified prop. Oh, I'm excited to see this. Oh man, so yeah, y'all hit the like button if you like the video, you know. Geez, so 56 on the stock prop. Let's get a speed on the balance real quick, and then we'll throw the modified on. .57. So 57, 1 mile per hour gain just by balancing and sharpening the propeller. Okay, 1 mile per hour gain. And I actually could tell that the boat was up out of the water more. Wanted to kind of chine walk, you know, with the balanced propeller. All right, so 57. Let's clear it out and let's put the modified propeller on. That's cool. So 1 mile per hour gain, and I could actually see that the damn boat was up out of the water and a little more like I'd have to actually tune this prop in, is what I'm trying to say. It's actually got the boat up out of the water quite a bit more than the stock prop. Okay, so here's our balanced and sharpened prop. I guess I wish I would have mentioned for y'all to pay attention to the rooster tail on these props, how the rooster tail looks from propeller to propeller. So all right, so you know, we got 56 with a fully charged pack, 4 runs in now, 4 runs in with the high milliamp battery pack. So the voltage isn't quite as high as it was with the stock propeller. Modified propeller. Modified. I bet we lose speed. What y'all think? Comment down below before you watch this. Let me know what you think. Will we pick up a mile per hour, or will we lose a mile per hour? Oh shoot, I didn't even see that kid there fishing. Actually looked like it was picking the whole boat up just now. Going to the eye doctor this week to get some glasses. Full trigger, full trigger. But 58 again. Okay, so so wait, so we did get a top speed, a higher speed with the modified prop. So the stock prop was 56, the balanced propeller was 57, and this modified prop is 58. So yeah, 58 with the modified cupped propeller, 57 with the balanced propeller, and 56 with the stock propeller. All right. Actually, you know what? If you guys want to go, you can go. You can go. I'm gonna throw on Ryan's propeller. This is the Mad Lizard propeller. Keep in mind that the battery's basically discharged. Probably got enough for a couple more runs here. Not a fair comparison. You know, not a fair run for his propellers, what I'm trying to say. It's probably going to have a little bit more in it with a fully charged pack, but since I had mentioned it earlier in the video, I guess I'll go ahead and let you guys check it out. I've been itching to try it my darn self, so let's try it out. I don't know why I mashed that button right there every time. Oh, that sucks about my lid, you guys. Jeez, I'm a freaking moron. Got the GPS zeroed out. Yeah, that keeps the bow down too. Yeah, I figured that would keep the bow down, especially the way he cupped the trailing edge. Wow, it keeps the bow down big time. Had a power cut, probably from voltage. Damn, that prop screams. Sounds good. Alright, so did a couple runs there with the mad propeller. Kept the bow down big time. Okay, he was saying he compared his modified prop to an ABC prop as well, and it actually did pretty good. It acted like a high rake propeller, a V-cut propeller. So I wonder if that power cut was from heat or from battery. I don't have my battery checked. Ooh, probably from heat. Yeah, I see what you mean, Ryan. I see what you mean. So 53, but the battery was drained down pretty low. So 53 with the modified prop, with Ryan's modified prop. So not bad, not bad, not bad. Not a fair test. Like I said, the battery's low. I ran all three props and one of them are, so not really a fair comparison at all. Different props, apples and oranges type deal. So 58 with the stock propeller, prepped by me, Big B. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully it helps you, you know, when you start tinkering with your propellers, it maybe kind of gives you an idea of performance, what you can expect, you know, when you kind of do certain things to a propeller. That's the way I like to run my boats, is you know, out of the water, real dry, and that's exactly what that prop did. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. So appreciate you watching. Sorry about the long video. I hope this helps you guys out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Big B with Ironclad RC.